This is Pete of Kenshin1913 along with my friend
Rob.
And today we're doing another Cooking with Kenshin1913. What are we cooking today, Rob?
We're going to make Tostitos that are filled with brownies.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect party food.
They really are.
They're delicious.
It's a sweet, salty snack, and you're going to love it.
Let's get started.
Let's do it.
Okay, Rob.
Alright, we just got a simple brownie box mix.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to add the oil and the water and the eggs they tell us to.
So the ingredients are we're going to be using a simple brownie mix.
Yep.
We're going to be using Tostitos Scoops.
You got to use scoops.
You got to use scoops.
I mean, you can use Tony's tortillas. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's that scoop type thing.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to be making a cake-like brownie, basically from the directions on the packet itself.
Yep. Just follow the directions, and then we'll finish it up.
Yeah, and
in the brownie instead of in a pan. I mean, in the Tostito.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
It's going to be interesting.
So the box says to bake at 350 degrees.
Yep. So we'll just do that.
So we'll just do that, and what you want to do is make sure you have a parchment, parchment cookie sheet, maybe 2 of them. Rob said this makes about 40.
You can get a lot.
You can get a whole bunch.
And really depends on how much you fill up the Tostito scoop. Is how many you're going to get out of here.
Yeah.
If you want to top them off as high as you can, feel free. If you want to leave them a little emptier and add more extras, which we'll get to in a minute.
Yeah.
Because these brownies are made to have a little bit of extra stuff in it.
Yeah. So, Rob, you usually, like right now, we're just using a plain brownie mix.
Yep. And
sometimes you said you like to use what?
Well, there's a couple different specialty brownies you'll find, and I found the one that's called the turtle brownie mix. Works really well. Turtle brownies, you know, named after candy that is caramel and walnuts. And covered in chocolate.
Yeah, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, so the brownie mix will have a little bit of walnuts in the batter, and then a little caramel packet with it, which we'll put on top. So, brownie mix is good.
Yeah, and now we have preheated our oven, or we are preheating our oven at 350 degrees.
Now we're pretty much going on a treasure hunt.
Look at that.
Which means we're going to find as many good scoops as we can.
Yeah.
Lay them out. They got to look pretty good, and they got to hold some brownie in them.
So let's show an example of a good scoop.
Good scoop.
Good scoop.
Okay scoop.
Yeah, because it's got a
bad
crack.
Scoop.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's not one. That one's not too great.
Yeah.
We'll throw all the crumbs back in. We're going to keep all the good ones. So pretty much we're going to find as many as we can.
Yeah.
All right. As you can see, we've distributed our scoops. The good ones. The ones that aren't too flat or aren't broken. What we do from here on out, this can be a little tedious, but it's worth it at the end.
Yeah, we'll
take a little spoonful of your brownie mix, and we're just going to fill it up.
Now, you could probably use, like, well, I was going to say, like, a little melon ball or hell if you had.
You might be able to.
Yeah.
If your brownie mix is too thick, take out your cooking spray and just spray your spoon every time you put a ding in. That's a nice little tip if you get stuck, if it's being too much of a pain in the ass.
So, Rob, where did you originate the idea for Tostitos and brownies?
Well, my BFF and hetero life partner, Dennis, would come to my house often, and we'd have brownies in my house because we're a big fat family. So he would eat a brownie, and then he would look at me and say, you know what, do you have any Tostitos? Or tortilla chips? And I'd be like, all right, yeah, sometimes I did, and he'd eat them, right after brownie, and I said, why do you do that? And he said, because the salty after the sweet is just perfect.
Yeah.
So I started doing it, and he's right. Sweet and salty is just amazing.
Amazing.
So I would like chocolate-covered pretzels and candy bars with jizz on them. So, after thinking about this for a while, I thought, you know what, I bet I can combine the two. And I decided brownies, because they would bake inside the bowl, would be the perfect foil to make this into one giant, awesome, good snack. And played with it a couple times, and this is the result, and it's pretty awesome.
Now, what's the little joke whenever we see Dennis? Because it's kind of like we always bust his balls about...
We have to bust his balls about this.
Yeah.
Because even though he's the one that started it, we have, for some reason, decided that our friend Bill is the one whose idea this really was.
Yeah.
So we always bust Dennis's balls that Bill is the reason that these exist. It was his idea.
And we'd be like, a Tostito and a brownie, isn't that amazing? And Dennis would be like, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing. When I said it to you assholes 5 years ago, we would all feign disinterest. I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Weird.
Exactly.
You know, and it's gonna be sloppy. You know, I just streaked some. Gonna happen. Doesn't matter. It's going in your fat maw.
Yeah. They don't have to be perfect, obviously.
By no means, because they won't be, because it's fucking brownies.
Yeah.
Inside Tostitos.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
It's not gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be good.
It's definitely gonna be good. So we're gonna come back after we filled these up, right? And then we'll show you if you want to add something extra to it, and then we'll throw it in the oven, and we'll tell you how long that's got to be in for.
Yes, we will.
All right, so as you can see now, we have filled up all of our scoops, which only took a few minutes. I mean, it is tedious, but...
Yeah, it's the little crappy part, but you know what? Go sit down at your table and do it, and take your time. And
it's totally worth it.
Yeah.
So, Rob, you do something a little special to give it a little extra...
Yeah, playing with this recipe, I found the brownie and the Tostito is delicious. Mm-hmm. But it could use a touch more sweetness to make it the perfect snack.
Yeah.
So, add whatever you want, really. Pete has provided a delicious array of chips.
Yeah.
We got chocolate chips, we got swirled chips, peanut butter, Heath bar.
Yes.
You know, you can put a little bit of preserves on top.
Yeah, you were saying
or
jelly,
you can put peanut butter and then some preserves on top, and you got a PBJ Tostito brownie.
Oh man,
what the fuck is that about? Use whole green Tostitos, and you got a sandwich in your mouth.
Oh my god, that does sound delicious.
I would actually call it the kindergarten lunch.
That's awesome.
If I was gonna name it.
But yeah, these are very salty, as most people know. Tostitos are pretty salty, so
they're not killer, but they're a nice salty snack.
Yeah, it is nice to add a touch more chocolate,
just a tad.
Yeah. Yep. So you're putting in a putting in a couple swirls. We'll
put in a couple of the white chocolate swirls. Mm-hmm. Yep, I think we're gonna do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You could do, if you're in a pinch, you could do Hershey syrup.
Yeah.
If you don't have anything else in your house. Mm-hmm. If you have the patience for it, fluff would be good, I bet.
Oh yeah.
I've never had the patience because fluff is
it's too sticky.
Gooey. Yeah, it's so sticky and gooey. But if you have the patience for it and you love fluff, that would probably be a good one.
So Rob, we're probably just going to do the rest of this stuff off screen. We should leave a few.
Yeah, we'll leave a couple plain to show.
But yeah, so Rob, we're going to throw it in an oven. Basically, ask for 350 degrees. For about how long?
I check it after 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. We're gonna go 5 minutes, and then we'll check it. And depending on your oven, they're gonna take anywhere between 5 and 8 minutes, probably.
Yeah,
that's what the usual time is.
Yeah, because the brownie mix is so small that it's gonna take real quick to.
Yeah, your vessel is so tiny that it's gonna form up pretty quickly.
Yeah. So we'll be back after. Well, we'll throw these in the oven and then show you what they look like when they're all said and done.
Nice.
Okay, so these are the finished product. These were about in for, what do you say, Rob, about 10 minutes?
These took about 10 minutes in yours.
Yeah.
Yep.
And as you can see, if you touch it, it should be pretty much solid.
Yeah. They're going to be nice and chewy, like a brownie should be. Mm-hmm. You know, they press in when you touch them. Mm-hmm. You see you got the plain ones. We got some peanut butter chips, swirled chips, some with the plain chocolate chips. It's very nice.
Hell yeah. So let's eat them. So yeah.
Finished product.
Yeah, we got the regular.
Little swirl action going on.
We got the peanut butter and the mini chocolate chip. Yeah, so let's have one. I'm gonna try the peanut butter one because they look amazing.
It's pretty great. Yeah, the salty crunch. Have a nice Tostito.
Oh man, these are so good.
And underneath that is just a fudgy brownie.
Mm-hmm.
And then that little extra flavor you put in yourself.
Yeah, it's just so delicious.
Play with the flavors. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, try different things because it's damn good. So this has been Pete, or Kenshin1913, along with
Rob.
And this has been another Cooking with Kenshin1913.